right, welcome back to the Seth Rhodes Show here, guys. Glad to have you with me. The weather has changed. It's really become winter lately, so we've got the beautiful Columbia River behind me. You can see the geese in the background and a lot of mist on the other side. Very big river right here, very wide. So this is a show where we talk about everything I'm learning currently in the world of finance and really underneath the umbrella of personal development. I'm still working on the brand, what I want it to contain, and probably need to separate the two. We'll see what I do, but those are my two biggest interests right now. And just to update on, let's see, the housing market here in October 2023. Things have come down a little bit. My family is still on the search, and that keeps me extremely motivated to press forward with everything in the realm of my businesses. So, one of the guys I've been listening to recently, Nathan Nazareth, I was just listening to him today on my lunch break, and his Shopify businesses. He's probably, most famous for those. He's just kind of your classic entrepreneur. He's 21. He's got all kinds of businesses and offerings, but he's got a media agency, a couple other businesses, and then just, a dozen Shopify stores where he does all kinds of amazing things. I was watching his 14-day challenge and thinking through, what one of the things he does, because the time frame is he will order his ads ahead of time, just get those out there before he builds his Shopify store. And it's one of those perfect, the concept in project management is called critical path, I believe, where you have a bunch of tasks, but you're always looking for the one that moves the entire project forward in the least amount of time. So when you're doing a 14-day YouTube challenge to launch a Shopify store, it's a perfect example of, kind of a short-range project management where there's a bunch of things he needs to have done to meet his $1,000 profit goal, which, that makes it interesting, right? That he actually sets a profit goal in 2 weeks. And so he probably, it's just much more fun to watch a challenge that someone's going to make that much in profit. Not even gross that much, but make that much in profit. It's huge. So it might change up the way he does stuff, but the time frame itself creates this sense of urgency on anything that requires more than, an hour or two, because there's so many of those tasks that you can leave those to the end in most cases, but you have to get out. You have to get the creatives in order to test a couple of different versions, and you need a matter of days to do that. So all in all, I'm halfway through it. Can't wait to see how he does it. And I've watched another of these with Austin Rabin. It was a 7-day challenge, and he it was great learning. He didn't make any profit. It was slightly under. That's no disrespect. It's a shorter time frame for one, but the point is real world, accurate numbers, real time frames. Sure, it's exciting when people succeed quickly, but the nature of even a simple e-commerce business is you're not always going to win in a given week. You're going to have to go for it, figure out the timing of things, figure out the order of things, critical path again, and then you're going to have to experiment, or test, however you like to say that. So, pretty cool. That's what I've been into today, and looking for how to do it myself with the limited time resources I have right now with my day job and family. How can I get this thing off the ground? I know I talked earlier about Q4 and wanting to get stuff done in time for that. That's going to be a huge challenge, but it's going to be huge because I'm going to do it, and we'll see where it takes me. Which reminds me of those concepts of, if you can see it, if you can envision yourself in this realm, it's much more likely. So I should probably emphasize some more of that, not really doing too much frou-frou manifesting stuff right now. I'm not really focused on that. I'm more focused on growing my mental exercises and pushing myself that way. But I know there's a huge correlation between people who believe they'll succeed and put in the effort and those who succeed. So I'm putting in the effort. I probably need to revisit the mindset fundamentals. However, I've spent a number of years now. We'll say I've spent many, many months, possibly years, really focused on mindset. I feel like it's been my entire life, but we'll just say months. I spent some months focused on mindset, and now I've spent some days and weeks focused on kind of tactics. So we'll get all that going together and see what counts the most in this Q4. I should call it the Q4 challenge, right? I should call it the Q4 challenge for my store. Store doesn't have a name, so when I get that up, I will share that with the audience here, and we'll make it a challenge of some kind, just to make it fun.